So, bye. Shit. I could redo my intro, but I'm just not. Hi. Bye. So, I wanted to discuss how there can be a link between OCD and eating disorders, because I don't think this has ever been covered before. I haven't always realized, but I think that lately more so, because I'm so much more analyzing my OCD and what is OCD and what is tics and what is eating disorder and what is this and what is that. And I think that there's a correlation, at least in my case, between my OCD and my Tourette syndrome, in my, obviously, between OCD and my eating disorder. So I think that sometimes I make rules, like obviously with eating disorders, we make rules to a certain degree, obviously. Can't eat this, can't do that, can't do this, can't do that, have to do this, have to do that. But how much of that sometimes is eating disorder and how much of that is OCD, where you're just like, okay, this is the rule, you have to abide by it. Like, okay, 3 popcorns in your mouth at a time, increments of 3, blah, blah, blah. Or no food at all. Or today you can't do this because this is the rule, this is just it, and if you do it, then it's a mistake. How much of that is necessarily an obsession with the eating and how much of it is just scary rules that the OCD makes? I'm not sure if maybe I'm making sense, but I think that makes sense, because the OCD is all about often for me about making these rules that don't make sense. And if they don't make sense, then obviously no one can understand why, but like that I don't necessarily understand why either. But I think I'm rambling at this point, but I think that I just want to throw it out there and ask you guys also, my last video I asked you guys a question at the end about what you guys think about the topic and how it applies to you. And I want to ask you guys, like, how does this apply to you? Do you feel that you experience kind of like OCD at the same time as an eating disorder, and you think that maybe the OCD is kind of contributing to to your symptoms, to your decisions, to the things that you do with an eating disorder, or is it really just purely the ED that is kind of like OCD-ish, if that makes sense? So, throwing it out there.